Welcome back to the channel. Would you like to learn ways to increase your crypto portfolio even when the market is down? In today's video, I'm going to show you one of the ways how you can do it. Don't forget, nothing on this stream is considered financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thanks for joining. If you are a subscriber, we appreciate your support. Please like the video. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, please give it a subscription. Like the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification. That really helps the algorithm, and we appreciate you doing that. So even though our altcoins are down 50 to 60%, and market is just kind of chopping sideways, there are other ways you can grow your portfolio without actually having to use any additional capital. In the past videos, we have shown other ways, for example, like liquidity pools and staking to increase your portfolio size, and also passive income. But there are other ways, and I'm going to show you one of them in today's video. Thanks again for joining. Today, we're going to talk about lending and borrowing protocols. I'm going to touch on two chains specifically. I'm going to touch on Solana and Sui. First, we are going to actually talk about Navi, which is on the Sui blockchain. So this is Navi's homepage. They are, they have an aggregator. They have a swap in here as well, and they have lending and borrowing, which is what I'm going to go over today. So far on Navi, they have over $448 million in TBL in total market size, and 118 million total borrowed on the ecosystem. So we'll head over to their main page here. So as you can see at the top, there is lending, the market, of course, and then different ways to earn through strategy, volo staking. They have a swap and a migrate functions here as well. You can actually swap, and I'll show you how to utilize that here in just a minute. So the best way to use this protocol is through lending and borrowing, in my opinion. So what you do is you come over to the lending page. They have all kinds of different tokens you can lend: Sui, LBTC, Solana, Wrap Bitcoin, what's this? Stake Sui, sorry, Sui USDT, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what I have, I'm going to go into my dashboard. So what I'm lending right now is Sui, VSui, Cetus, and NavX. Now, the NavX and the VSui, a good portion of that is from the rewards that you get from being on the protocol. You earn a percentage, as you can see here. When you lend different cryptos, you receive an APY. When you borrow as well, you do. So what you do, for those that are wondering, is you can actually lend your Sui, and you earn an APY for that. Now, what's really, really neat about this protocol and many others like it is when you lend, you can also borrow against it. Now, my the money glitch that I like to use is I will lend my Sui and then borrow against it. So again, if you come up here to the lending market, and then it gives you an entire list of what you can lend. But if you go over here to borrow, and then you go to USDC, it will actually give you an amount based on how much you have lent to what you can, what is available to borrow against. Now, what I do is I will borrow USDC. Don't forget, this is not financial advice. This is just my own opinion and what has been working for me. So I will borrow USDC. I will come up to the borrow that USDC, and then I will swap that USDC in the swap here for Sui, for more Sui, or VSui for that matter. VSui actually currently is paying a little bit more on interest. Let me check my dashboard here. So on the VSui, yeah, it's paying out 5.34%, whereas the regular Sui is paying out 4.04%. So I will borrow VSui, and I like to, I don't want to go too much near the cap, because if you go too close to the cap, you have this number here. The health factor is what they call it. I'm going to go to my dashboard. So that this health factor here, if this gets too close to 1, what will happen is the protocol will begin to liquidate or sell off your assets to make sure, to pay back what you borrowed. So you don't want to get this too close to 1. So anything, 1.5 and up, the higher the better, obviously, but you want to keep that at a relative amount. So let's say I wanted to borrow some USDC. The good thing about this protocol is it tells me my current health factor. Now, if I wanted to borrow, go to borrow USDC. So let's say I borrow, I don't know, 150 USDC. Down here will actually show, it'll change your health factor. It'll show that it goes from 1.71 down to 1.39. Now, keep in mind, when you borrow this USDC, when you do convert it back to SUI and then lend that SUI back to the protocol, that number will go back up, but it won't go all the way back up to 1.71. It'll probably be about 1.65, 1.6, maybe a little bit lower. But like I said, as long as you keep that health above one, it means everything is healthy in your platform, your dashboard. Sorry. Now, as the price of SUI goes down, that will also affect the health factor. Keep that in mind. So you want to make sure. That's why I feel right now, in my opinion, right now is a good time to get into the lending and borrowing protocols, because we are kind of at a bottom. We are going to start slowly going back up. The price of SUI currently is at $2.45. When it was at its peak back in December, January, it was all the way up at over $5. So you know that if we do go back up to its previous all-time high in SUI, it's pretty much a 2x from here, maybe a little bit more. So essentially, what that does is, if you lent, let's say $500 worth of SUI, you borrow against it for USDC and buy more SUI, you increase your actual SUI bag. Now, what's great about that is your borrow amount, which is USDC, this will never go up. So my borrow amount will, stay at $684. So as SUI goes up, and this dollar amount here, this 984, let's say it does double and that goes up to $1,900, $2,000 from 984, that borrow amount will always remain the same. So you're essentially borrowing to give yourself more SUI in your portfolio, and then as the value of that SUI goes up, the overall value of your portfolio here on Navi does go up as well. I also have Cetus in there, which is one of the best dexes on SUI for swapping and that sort of thing. And the price on Cetus is currently at 11.6 cents. It as well will also climb. So as that climbs, this value will go up as well. So, and then of course VSUI and NavX, from my interest that I am gaining, or the APR, sorry, that I'm gaining. You can claim and resupply this right back into your portfolio, which I've done here for NavX and for VSUI. So this is Navi. The other one I wanted to show is on the Solana blockchain. This is Camino. And on Camino, I've had this render sol pool for quite some time. Currently, the P&L is down $48. However, I have gained $265 in total fees since I've had this one open, which has been several months now, over a year actually. But I wanted to show you was the borrow and lend. This is very similar to Navi protocol. It also does have a health factor as well. Once the health factor gets close to 75%, that's when it begins to liquidate some of the assets to pay back what you owe. So very, very similar to Navi. What you do is you take your Solana, and you currently I've got 8.1 Solana supplied, and I have borrowed 673 in USDC. So you borrow against your Solana to purchase more Solana to put in the lending protocol. Very, very similar. And it shows, that's one of the things I like about Caminos. Are very data oriented. So it will show all of your data. It'll show how your pool is going, market movements since you began it. It'll show your LTV, which I showed you earlier. If that gets close to 75%, you need to consider selling some of the collateral to pay back the USDC. And what's really neat about this is that you can actually go back to my loan dashboard. So what I like about this a lot is you can actually go up to borrow lend, and you can pay back. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm going to go back to my portfolio, and copy. Bear with me here 1 minute. They've actually changed the UI on here, which is really nice. Actually, it does look really good. So you go to position overview. It gives you a total overview of obviously of your position, and then you can click on the 3 dots here. Now, if you want to go over here, sorry, to your USDC, your borrowed amount, and you can actually repay with collateral. So instead of having to swap back into Solana and then pay, or USDC, sorry, and paying the USDC back, you can actually go right into this pay with collateral. You pay with your Solana and you give the amount that you want to pay back. So once that number does get a little bit high for your liking, if it does get up, the 70% range, then you can do that a little bit to bring that number down to, to make your position safe, so to speak. So those are the two main ones. So in a nutshell, what you do is you lend your, you have Sui and Solana sitting in your wallet doing nothing anyway. So in times like this, when the market is down, you simply lend that on one of these protocols. You can borrow against it in USDC, which gives you more of that, the asset that you want to accumulate. And then as the price goes up, you earn more, your portfolio value goes up. And then when it does come time to pay back that USDC, that amount will not go up. It'll remain low. So it's kind of a win-win, borrowing against your blue chip cryptos. That's pretty much it for this video. I just want to show you another way to increase your portfolio value and your overall assets without actually having to use any collateral out of your pocket. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you'd like to see any other videos like this or anything else, let us know in the comments. Please like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on Thursday or tomorrow for the Crypto Roundtable at 7:05 p.m. Once again, thank you for watching this video, and we appreciate all the support from the viewers. Take care and have a good night.